Magandang araw mga maestro. Welcome back to my channel. And we will continue to discuss Republic Act 9266. Recently, we discussed qualifications of an applicant for examination. Okay? And today, we will go forward with the practice of architecture under Section 25. But before that, if you are not yet a subscriber to my channel, subscribe now, click the notification bell so that you will be notified for the next video. Okay, Kamaestro, before we start with the discussion on Section 25, shout out muna tayo dyan sa UAP Riyadh chapter under the leadership of their President, Architect Mac Jonel Bonos. Okay, umaabot na tayo dun sa Riyadh, doon sa Middle East, no? Nanonood sa atin pala yung mga UAP Riyadh chapter. And also to Architect Mark Eclevia. Okay, so shout out sa kanila dyan and always follow my channel. No? Marami tayong mga lectures doon, no? Lalo din sa mga nagre-review dyan. Okay guys, ingat kayo dyan sa Middle East. Okay, we go now with Section 25 and Section 25 is the practice of architecture. Ito yung pinaka-focal point ng ating batas sa practice of architecture. Okay? But before this Section 25, you must complete first the requirements under Section 12, the examination, Section 18, the issuance of the certificate of registration, and Section 17, the taking of an oath of professional. So I think we discussed that previously. No? So we will proceed with Section 25. Ano ba sinasabi ng Section 25 sa ating RA 9266? Sinasabi ng Section 25, registration of architects required. Okay? Ibig sabihin, hindi ka pwedeng mag-practice ng architecture or hindi ka arkitekto pagka ikaw ay hindi pa registered sa Book of Professionals ng Professional Regulation Commission and complying with the three requirements, di ba? Yung examination, registration, and the taking of an oath. Okay? Kasi yun ang requirements sa practice of architecture. Kasi sinasabi dito, no? Registration of architects required. Kailangan i-register ang lahat ng arkitekto sa Pilipinas. Sa ibang bansa, merong I think in the Middle East, wala silang registration, no? Sa tingin ko, parang pag nag-graduate yata sila ng course, you are considered as architect. Ang tawag na sa kanila doon is architectural engineer, no? Sa atin wala yon. Okay? Hindi mo pwedeng bitbitin yung titulong arkitekto. Hindi mo pwedeng bitbitin yung ibang titulo like engineers, accountants, pag ikaw ay hindi registered sa Professional Regulation Commission. So ano ngayon ang sinasabi ng Section 25? Okay? Sinasabi ng Section 25, no person shall practice architecture in this country or engage in preparing architectural plans, specification, or preliminary data for the erection or alteration of any building located within the boundaries of this country, or use the title architect. Okay? So on the first part of Section 25, nililinaw doon na hindi ka pwede kahit sinong tao, juridical person or a natural person, di ba din-discuss natin what is juridical person, what is a natural person, hindi pwede kahit sino dyan ang mag-engage sa pag-prepare ng architectural documents, no? Specifically architectural plans, specifications, or preliminary data for the erection or alteration of any building or structure located within the boundaries of the Philippines, or use the title architect. So hindi ka pwedeng mag-prepare ng architectural plans, hindi ka pwedeng mag-perform ng scope of services or scope of work enumerated under Article 1 Section 3, number 3 and 4 of RA 9266, if you are not yet registered architect na sinasabi dito sa Section 25. At hindi lang yan, hindi ka rin pwedeng maglagay ng title sa pangalan mo ng word na architect. Okay? Malinaw ang sinasabi ng batas, no? Unless you are registered, doon ka lang pwedeng magamit ng title na architect, doon ka lang pwedeng mag-prepare ng architectural plans and other documents. Pagka hindi ka pa registered, hindi ka pa nag-take ng oath, okay, hindi ka pa nakapag-exam, you are not allowed to prepare architectural documents. Okay, may binabanggit na kadugtong ang Section 25. Sinasabi ng Section 25, or display or use any title, sign, card, advertisement, or other device to indicate such person practices or offers to practice architecture or is an architect, unless such person shall have received from the board a certificate of registration and be issued a professional identification card in the manner herein provided and shall thereafter comply with the provisions of this act. So yung next sentence doon na sinasabi ng batas, or display or use any title, pag sinabing or use, display any title, kasama doon yung sinasabing architectural designer. Okay? Kasi marami sa atin dyan, hindi pa registered architect. No, nilalagay doon, no, nagdo-drawing, nagdo-drafting, nagka-CAD works, and nilalagay nila doon architectural designer. Sinasabi ng Section 25 ng RA 9266. Or display or use any title. So ano ba mga title ng architectural practice, di ba? Kasama doon, architectural designer, di ba? Part 'yon ng pinoprohibit ng Section 25, okay? So bawal ang maglagay ng titulo sa pangalan mo ng architectural designer kasi it reflects, no, it reflects the profession of an architect. Okay, ito sign, or either sign, card, advertisement. Okay, ito critical yung advertisement kasi marami sa Facebook, no, nag-present ng kanilang mga works. They are not yet registered architects. They are not yet taken the licensure exam. They are not yet given the certificate of registration. No? Sinasabi, yung mga rendering works, pinapublish sa social media, sa Facebook. Pero take note, ang sinasabi ng Section 25, or advertisement or other device to indicate such person practices or offers to practice architecture. Kasi ang tinatanong nila is that, sir, wala naman kaming nilalagay sa pangalan namin na architect kami. Okay? Nagre-render lang naman kami ng works namin and then pinopost namin para makita naman nila kung gaano kami kagaling. Wala tayong question doon kung gaano kayo kagaling. Okay? Ang point dito is that hanggat hindi kayo arkitekto, you are not allowed to advertise your work na katulad ng isang arkitekto. Kasi what the point is, what are you telling the public of your advertisement in the social media? Di ba? Once nag-advertise ka, it's tantamount to offering a services. Para saan yung advertisement mo? Okay? So that works is only intended for those registered and licensed architect. Nami-misplace tayo rito no? Hindi yata masyado nabibigyan ng pansin sa academic institution that this advertisement, no, yung mga, sa atin wala lang, no? But we advertise it through social media. Hindi talaga pwede yon kasi under Section 25 you are not allowed to advertise or to indicate such device that tends to or indicate such device that offers to indicate practice of architecture. So yung mga presentations, yung mga mag-publish ng works in the social media, if you are not yet a registered and licensed architect, is prohibited under Section 25. Malinaw yon, no? Illegal practice kasi solicitation Di ba? Ang equivalent doon is solicitation. What's the purpose of presenting it or publishing it to social media? Well, of course, to solicit services, which that solicitation is only allowed to a registered and licensed architect. Okay? So, yun yung pinaka main point doon sa Section 25 in the practice of architecture. So, once you pass, doon ka palang pwedeng mag-render ng practice of architecture. Okay. There were some cases, foreign cases, borrowed legislation muna tayo kasi wala pang cases sa Pilipinas na na-decide yung Supreme Court for these legal practices. No? Baka kayo pa lang ang sunod. Okay? So, in South Carolina, ang nangyari is that there is an owner, nagkaroon siya ng architectural business, and then he consulted clients, determined the needs of the clients, viewed the property of the clients, and prepare architectural plans for the construction of a commercial office building and residential structure. Sabi ng South Carolina court, that owner was engaged in the unauthorized practice of architecture. Kasi hindi siya arkitekto eh. No? Nagtayo lang siya ng business, architectural design business. So bawal. Kasi ang practice of architecture is only intended for those persons qualified. No? Merong academic qualifications, merong registration, and given the authority to practice by the state. In another case, sa Maryland, no, itong sa Maryland naman, there is a draftsman engaged in the practice of architecture. Okay, so draftsman, wala pang CAD nung time na yun, no, kasi this case is tagal na, 1962. Okay, so draftsman pa lang, then nag-practice ng architecture. Sabi ng court doon, kasi naniningil, sabi ng court, a draftsman cannot recover for services rendered because he was not the principal in the contract. Further, draftsman was not the agent of the licensed architect with whom he consulted. No? Kasi ang nangyayari, nag-prepare yung draftsman ng design, ng plano. Ano yung ginagawa natin dito na pupunta sa arkitekto, pupunta sa ininyero, i-consult, and then ipapasign and sealed. So sinasabi ng court doon na kahit kinonsult pa yan with the licensed architect, it did not give draftsman authority to bind architect firm by contract. So, bawal pa rin. Okay? And then, in another case, we have a case in Oregon. In Oregon, there is an owner of drafting and design business, practice architecture without a license. So, it violates also the statute. Even though the building planned and designed were never erected. So, kahit hindi yan napatayo, since na nag-perform ka ng services, bawal. Kasi may nagtanong sa akin doon sa YouTube channel natin na ipano sa pagka hindi naman ipinatayo yung structure, bawal pa rin. Bakit? Because that is an instrument of service only of an architect. It is not a question here kung pinatayo or hindi. As long na nag-perform ka ng services ng isang architect, then you are considered as illegal practitioner. Okay? So, ang kailangan doon is yung progressive requirements natin. Now, we will proceed with the characteristics in the practice of architecture. So, ano ba ang characteristic ng practice of architecture? So, ang characteristics in the practice of architecture is that practice of architecture is a privilege, not a natural right or a constitutional right. Okay? So, practice of architecture being a mere privilege, a license does not vest absolute rights in the holder. Thus, without offending the due process and the non-impairment clauses of the Constitution, it can be revoked by the state regulating it. So, pwedeng i-revoke ng PRC. The next one is that practice of architecture is a highly personal privilege. Bakit highly personal privilege? Kasi governed tayo ng ating code of ethics. Okay? And then, practice of architecture is limited only to citizens of good moral character. Kasi pag wala ka ng good moral character, pwede kang tanggalan ng lisensya. Okay? And practice of architecture is only for those persons with special educational qualifications. Pag hindi ka nag-aral, hindi ka nag-graduate ng architecture, then you are not allowed to practice architecture. And then, practice of architecture is highly ascertained and certified through licensure examination. The next one is that practice of architecture is not a trade or business, but a professional but the profession or occupation. And then it cannot be the subject of succession. Hindi mo pwedeng ipamana. No, sasabihin mo pag namatay ako, yung bunso kong anak yung kukuha ng license ko. Hindi pwede. Okay? Then practice of architecture cannot be bartered or leased. No, sasabihin mo wala akong pera, pero sanla ko muna. No, hindi pwede. Hindi pwedeng isanla ang ating lisensya. Can be taken away by the government anytime subject to the requirement of due process. And practice of architecture is a noble profession. Okay? So, that's for now. And then, by the next time, we will discuss practice of architecture as a noble profession. So, guys, take note of this Section 25 kasi napaka-importante ng Section 25 dahil ito yung nagsasabi ng ating practice and ito yung nagpo-prohibit ng ating practice. Then later on, i-relate natin to into Section 32, Section 36, no? Section 34, etc. Okay? So for now, we will end this lecture on this topic only, no? And soon we will continue with the other sections of RA 9266. Okay? So thank you guys and happy weekend.